So good afternoon, wheresoever you are. Welcome to State of the Nation. Yes, this platform create a space for everyone to express their views while remembering to be civil. And our discussion or in your discussion. Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Magdalene and I'm so excited to be here this afternoon. I'm going to be joined shortly by my boss. Yes, he's just a few seconds away, right in the office and putting some things in order. We're going to have a wonderful time today. Guess what? The youth conversation comes out. It's coming up. It's coming up 3:30. We're going to be discussing a wonderful topic today, peer pressure. And a lady, I just forgot her name slipped my mind. She came, yes, to see me and to see the office and to, acknowledge us, appreciate us for the work. Yeah, sometimes when people say, thank you, you're doing well, I'll be like, but what am I even doing? Well, we have a lot to do and until our society, yes, what the percentage that we're looking at until our minds can be transformed, we will not stop talking. Because we have, especially for the young people, we got too many people in Liberia. Too many young people, according to the census, the controversial census in 2022. Yes, 2022, right? Yes. So, according to that, we have approximately 60, between 60 to 65% of our population comprises of the young people. So the young people they need to be prioritized. Because if you don't do it, do not expect leaders, future leaders. So you have to invest in the young people. Yeah, for me, I'm getting old. The last time I was on a bike and then the guy was just, talking anyhow and stuff like that. I wasn't bothering him and nothing. And then he said something. I said, oh, you really talking to me? He said, yes. I said, okay. Still, I was still cool with him. And then he said, you and my first daughter, and I see your first daughter is how many years old? And he said, I think she's 22. So I laugh at him. I said, I'm almost like 10, 11, 50 years older than her. And then I asked him, I said, but you think I'm how many years old? He said 22. I said, you are missing a mark. And then I learned a lesson also from that. Respect people. Don't not wait for you to see them on the stage before you respect them. Respect people. Respect people. Yes. If this one goes to everyone, some of you want to see people riding, a rich rower before you start to respect them. No, it doesn't go that way. Please learn to respect people wherever they are, what they are doing in a little corner, in a little space. Respect them. And this one goes directly again to our young people. Learn to respect. I'm not telling you to be at people's houses in the morning, early in the morning, begging them, asking for assistance. The last time I had the opportunity to speak for 3 minutes at the induction ceremony of the chairperson of the intellectual class of Painesville. And fortunately, one of our lawmakers, Honorable Michael Thomas, was there. And yes, I said something. It was not actually directly to him as an individual, but to everyone. Yeah, everyone. I mean, in a government. Yes, both private and the public sectors, right? I said it. Empower the young people so they won't go around be begging all of the time and see them as beggars. Yes. So when as soon you wake up, everybody behind you. For me, on a serious note, I ain't get patient for that one. Yeah. You give me money, I will hold it. But when I let money, when I let good thing. Yes, but the thing there is that we are asking you to, when you go to some of these programs and you see the potential in the young people, you know that they can do things, they can do stuff, they can be compared to other young people across the globe. Give them the space. Some of you knew nothing. You knew nothing where you are right now. People have to create the space for you, the stage for you, and then they started to teach you, started to train you. Like one of my mentors said, Magdalene, I will not give up on you. I will. She was so tough, a very tough person. One of the toughest person I ever worked for was Madam Madam Christian Talbot Norman. Not most of you know her, knew her. I mean, she's uh 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 I mean, she was I think around 2021. Yes, she said I will. I don't even touch my phone when I'm at the office. Her executive secretary, I will not even touch my phone when I'm at the office. It will. She said, so when you given the opportunity to serve local or international, you will not be playing with your phones. You will not be picking up call from one place to another. Create the space for the young people. Create the space for them. And young people be willing to respect, be willing to learn, be willing to bring down your shoulders so that you can learn and prepare yourself. If you don't do it, this is my message anywhere I go to speak. You even call me to program where you guys so gray hair people. At the end of the day, I will still leave a message for the young people. So that's it. I will still leave a message for the young people. Because we'll be asking to create space for you. When you go there and then you start measuring arm with people, you start acting like a B-boy. You cannot bend on the web the flow anymore. You can't bend on the web flow anymore. You're too much for yourself. You're too big. You're too beautiful to do you're too beautiful. You're too your makeup is so nice that and you can't ask anybody say, can you please help me? I don't know how to put a computer. I need to do this. You're too handsome. So how will you learn? It's not possible. So when we are asking, advocating for space for the young people, what is Roger's Doma? Roger said, Magdalene, we need a focal person in the office of the president. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We are advocating for women. We are advocating for the young people as well. So today on a youth conversation, we'll be discussing peer pressure. Yes, and other topics that will, make the entire conversation very, very, very much interesting. Earlier on today, Princess Zuza and I were at the Internews and Partners. Yes, at the event of Internews. Internews and Partners launch EU funded Liberia Media Empowerment Project. Yes, at the Royal Grand Hotel. And in attendance were Honorable Amara Quinen, Senator Babolu County, Lynn Bach, Country Director Internews. These were all presenters, right? Samuka Konen, he's the project director of Internews. And the EU ambassador to Liberia, Nona, Her Excellency, Nona the priest. I hope I'm getting that name correct. The press. I can't be getting to her. I was sitting very close to her. But on a serious note, I captured the very short speech. We're working on it as a report. It will be coming up later. But Honorable American charged, the media again today. And I felt that I have to do more. And I was really carried away by that speech today. It wasn't very long, but he's asking the media to continue to remain independent because we are very, very, very important, influential. When you sit behind the microphones, you have thousands of people listening to you. So you don't just use the airwaves to say anything. Learn to investigate. Use the freedom of information. The Freedom of Information Act, right? To gather information that you want. Don't just sit and relax about things that are happening. And sometimes we look at the age of Liberia, 1822, and what we really have right now is so discouraging. On a serious note, nothing is nothing is actually going on. Yes, because sometimes I mean we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do, and that's why I say opposition. You're not just there to criticize everything. Yes, you're not just there to criticize everything. You have to be constructive. This is what we want, and this is what we want to see. You were there, you were criticized, you were critiqued. I mean, you were badmouthed and stuff. Some of the things that you were doing good, and it seemed in code it seemed bad. But our goal is any other reason you have. If you are in a government, outside of the government, in position or out of position, right? And I'm not taking calls now, right? If you just text me, our goal is to ensure that Liberia comes first. That Liberia comes first. Imagine being home. Yes, you came from work and you're so tired and you just, I saw LEC will go. When will LEC remain very stable? When will we have clean streets? Look, when we talk about clean city, then people, everything will just say, yeah, the government, they get responsible citizens will ensure that their surroundings are clean. Just like riding downtown, one of the tires go in the sewage hole down there. And when we went into it, the business water flush. Just imagine our streets are from 1822 still have feces, human feces in the street, and then we're still feeling comfortable and we're still feeling relaxed about it. Sometimes I can be thinking, why did we get early independence? So yes, our panelists are on a standby. One of them is in Germany. They are all in Europe. One is in Germany. The two others are in Netherlands. And then we'll have 1 year in Liberia. No, I think 2 years in Liberia. One will come to see them. One is, but they're going to come. We're going to have a wonderful time. Listening to them. And young people, we ask you, tell your children to listen. Yes. And even the older people, you can also listen, but we encourage more young people to listen because I mean, stop forcing things, stop rushing things, and maybe wait for the appropriate time. Don't be carried away. We're going to be talking more of that. But we want you to invite. Too many young people are going wayward because they want to fit in. They just want to fit in something. They want to fit in a society. They want to be on top. I mean, you know yourself. You know where you come from. You know your family. I'm not telling you to remain poor forever. Nobody wants to remain poor. Nobody wants to be broke, right? Yes, but there is time for everything, and you have to. If you don't take it easy, well, sometimes it becomes troubling. Yeah, I here work along with a lot of young people. Not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years, not 4 years, not five, forever. Work along with a lot of young people, and this is the message every time we have the time to speak to them. Yes, this is what we tell them because or else you put pressure on yourself, you put pressure on everybody around you because uh, you want it and you want it now. So we have Prophetess Yvonne Howard Summer, and she has a okay. They are from the prophetess of the Republic of Liberia, right? Yes, and we also have Pastor David Elliott. He's the administrator, prophetic call intercessors. So these are all warriors. Yes, intercessors. They intercede on behalf of you when you are sleeping. They intercede for the country. God speak to them. Yes. So for that one on, I respect. So as long as you tell me, say, oh, I'm pastor. Hmm? Well, I know you to be a pastor. I respect you. I also see you as a human being, but I have so much respect for you because you you especially when you are called by God, and you know it, and that's why you say you are a pastor. So I mean, people receive different callings. I mean, they are called different ways and stuff like that. So always respect people, respect men and women of God. And then but we're going to have a wonderful time for the next maybe 20-25 minutes. We're going to listen to them. 45 tomorrow is fast and prayer, right? Fast and prayer, right? Yeah, tomorrow is fast and prayer. And okay, National Fast and Prayer Day. So yes, here I am. I am Magdalene. My name is Magdalene Finasa, and okay, yes, yes, Honorable American, your speech was very touching, very touching, and I must admit, I'm going to ensure that I got a lot of teasers from your speech on today. Yes, so before we go to Orange, Liberia, our program is coming up on our program is coming up on next week Friday. We are inviting you. We're inviting you to attend our program. Yes, we have a whole list of people that we're going to be honoring. Yes, we have a whole list of people that we're going to be honoring. So we announced at least 10 persons yesterday. I think 10 or 11. We have I think 3 or 4 more names that left out. Or is going to be announced by Chief Chris. I have those names right here in my head, but I want him to be the one announcing it because he was the one who announced it those names yesterday and gave a brief, uh, you know, gave a reason why we are, I know, why we are honoring them, why they deserve to be honored, and we are not doing it because we want at the end of the day we come and give us envelope. No, we are doing it because we've seen the work you've done. And even last year, the last time we had our program, we we honor people for their services in their what they are doing in their little space. Yeah, we honor them. We're not honoring them because I know we want to to prove something and say, oh yeah, we want money from you, stuff like that. Yes. So we're going to be sending out the letters. I think they are all prepared now. And some of you will get yours on WhatsApp, and some of you will have to get it out to you. And but we hope to see you. Our students are gearing up for their graduation, and we still have people signing up. Those of you who have signed up, please come. Let us come and form part of the program. I mean the planning process. Yes. So Orange remains Liberia's best GSM company, and we are so excited to be associated with this company. Yes, Orange is the biggest, fastest.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
Get your home internet from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy affordable data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters.
Oh no, what's that? Oh no, do it again. You just want all you got fix your devices, smartphones and background. Tell me more.
That's right. This is the season for more. Everyone deserves a smartphone and an internet device, and we have more to go around. Enjoy 50% discount on selected smartphones. Get yourself an Orange device for $23 instead of the usual price of $45. All new customers enjoy 40% discount on the rechargeable home internet router. Purchase it for $41 instead of $69. All home customers enjoy double the activate home package with your own internet device. Now start rematched. Visit any of our stores or to purchase. For more information, call.
What is it?
It's true. To still a nation say,
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too.
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too.
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast
time, and all those discussions were fruitful.
No, but the thing there is that you didn't tell me about some of these appointments, and I know about two, but the rest of them you were on your own. And
Which appointment? Or the meetings?
Yeah,
Anyway,
I managed you, right?
where did you go today?
No, let's finish with yours before we can go to the prophetess in there. I manage you. I manage your activities. So, if you leave me out, and
So which one you knew? Which one did you know that I would have attended?
yeah, I
Which
mean,
one?
yeah, and you were going to teach today at the university, at agriculture, and the other one wasn't certain because of the time.
No, man.
The
No,
other
no,
one,
no.
the other ones. So
No.
I don't know where you coming from.
I had a meeting with the new ACAP boss, the new Director General of ACAP.
So you forgot about Emmanuel Lomax now.
No, but with Emmanuel Lomax is
Yeah,
always
come on.
a friend. As a matter of fact, I just reminded them that we will issue them an invoice of all debt, all the station. All debt.
Hey, all
Yes. So this is Still of the Nation. Good afternoon. I'm happy to be on the show. I actually didn't expect to be on the show because I had signed off yesterday, waiting for not Friday, Monday. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is a national holiday.
Yeah.
It's Fast and Prayer Day. It coincides with April 12th. Of course, April 12th, 1980 to April 12th, 2024. Do the mathematics. You get to know how many years have gone since the bloody coup that brought Toba administration to its knees. From that moment, Liberia did not stand or sit in peace until 2023, when Liberians, warlords and stuff like that, decided to sign a peace pact. And at the end of the day, so it's 20 years. 20 minutes? Oh, okay. Not 20 years. I told you to do the math. You're doing something different, giving it to me.
Wish.
2024 minus 1980. Before we take these wonderful people in studio, tomorrow is Fast and Prayer Day. It's April 12th. You know, Fast and Prayer, they say they've what? The second what? Friday
Yeah.
in the month of April. So it has no date. It's a pin date. It has no pin date.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it alternates. So it coincides with April 12th. That is on tomorrow. National Fast and Prayer Day was observed following a bill enacted by the legislature of Liberia in 1833, declaring the second Friday in April as National Fast and Prayer Day for the safety and welfare of the nation and its people with, what is that? penitent reverence to God. Yes. So Liberians supposed to be in their areas of worship tomorrow. To first fast. But I know some of you tomorrow will be standing at GB shops as early as 7 o'clock. Some of you are served as queens and kings at your homes. But tomorrow you will rather leave and go stand, wash dishes and stand in queue to be served and pay for the food. Meanwhile, the law from 1883 says we should fast and pray on tomorrow. And it is incumbent on the government itself to host a befitting program.
1883?
1883.
That's 141.
Who was the president of Liberia in 1883?
Wait.
Go to the search engine. Liberian president 1883. That is Stephen Allen Benson, one of them. Right? So it is incumbent on the government to organize, not to, if as a matter of fact, has the president issued any proclamation? Well, usually the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will issue the proclamation at the evening hours, calling on all Liberians to observe the day tomorrow. That is, all government offices will be closed tomorrow, no hosting flags, from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. That's how it has been happening. Yeah, but when they say you should not sell or you should not open businesses. No. Let me give you some scriptural analysis. On the Sabbath day, when Jesus was moving around with his disciples and they felt hungry, and they went to pluck corn to eat. And then the onlookers and the Pharisees started to question Jesus. You say you should live by example. You, Jesus, please live by example. Your disciples are breaking corn to eat on the Sabbath. They say, abstain yourself from all other work and stuff. Why are your disciples doing it? And Jesus said, man was not made for the Sabbath, but the Sabbath was made for man. You know the interpretation? The interpretation is, you make law, but that law should not enslave you. That law should not enslave you. That means you can buy food tomorrow, you can sell, but at a certain time, you should retire to go and thank your Almighty God. On that note, tell us, Stephen Allen Benson, 1883.
You asked me to do research and still...
Go ahead now. I don't know why when it's so hard, I don't let too much hard time. The spirit is coming upon me now, and you're bringing...
So, it's not Stephen Allen Benson.
This who? No, I'm saying it could be Stephen. I was guessing.
No issue. I've just left.
Okay, so who was the president?
I'm going to apologize to our listeners.
Oh, they get off the phone here.
All right, so it's actually he completed Gardner's
1883.
The Alfred Russell.
Alfred Russell, president.
Vice president to Gardner's.
Yeah. Okay. So on that note,
so Anthony Gardner,
on the eve of fasting prayer, we've invited some individuals. They are prophetess. You know, somebody. So, yeah. Somebody. I know. One lady always referred to prophetess. I mean, a male as prophetess, then the female as prophet. I've repeatedly told her, and she never want to say AFL. She always say LFA. Yeah.
Okay. You say who?
I said a lady in my community. She referred to me as a prophetess.
Wow, you know her very well.
Yeah. So in studio we have prophetesses in studio 2. They're gonna be telling us one. One is a prophet, another is a prophetess. Yvonne Howard Summer, a prophetess, Republic of Liberia, and Pastor David S. Elliott, administrator, prophetic, called intercessors. They're going to be telling us what are there in store for us tomorrow at their sanctuaries or respective sanctuaries. Let me begin with good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine.
No, you got to smile. The Bible says, rejoice in the house of the Lord. Even though it also say, let the whole earth keep silent. The Lord is in his holy temple. Let's hear you. What's your name?
I'm Prophetess Yvonne Howard Summer, the prophetic prophetess, Republic of Liberia.
You want to call that again?
I'm Prophetess Yvonne Howard Summer, the prophetic prophetess, Republic of Liberia.
Okay, good. Yvonne, welcome to this station. This is Truth FM. This is Liberia's biggest private radio station. This is State of the Nation. It's platform based. It's platform to all, irrespective of who you are. Yesterday we were celebrating the Muslims for breaking Ramadan successfully. Today we are playing host to you, and we're going to be talking about fasting prayer day on tomorrow. So, Pastor David Elliott, you can hear me? Let's hear you. Let's hear a self-introduction.
Okay. I'm Pastor David S. Elliott. I serve as the administrator of the prophetic called Intercessors.
Okay, so you are the administrator. Let's hear you. Say you handle the administrative aspect of it. Let's hear you. This Intercessors.
Okay. The prophetic called Intercessor is a group that was established by God last year, October 7th. We started, we received a mandate from God to intercede on behalf of the nation. We know that over the years, a lot of people have been praying for the nation of Liberia. And for every generation, God will raise a new generation of people that will stand to pray for the nation. If you look at First Chronicles chapter 12, verse 32, the Bible says, and of the children of Issachar, which were men that had an understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The Bible said the Lord made him head. For every time a new generation comes, there's a need that a group of people know exactly what is God's mind for the nation and what they need to do. And we believe that in this time, it is very necessary that God raise a new generation of people that will understand at this time. We know that the church in Liberia has been existing, but a lot of things have been going on where you will see that the actual role of the church, you will notice that the church will rise and fall, the church will rise and fall. And so, by the grace of God, God has decided to raise a new generation of people to pray and intercede on behalf of Liberia, especially when it comes to the peace of Liberia, and also when it comes to the prophetic mandate of God for Liberia. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of prophecies over Liberia, and it is good that a group of people be very sensitive to know that we are in the very season that these prophecies need to come to pass. And so that is the reason why God has established the prophetic call to bring this prophecy to pass by His grace.
Okay, so before we go to the madam, let me ask you this question about how Liberians understand prophecy. Do they follow? Do they really know the? Are there any benefits on I mean, your role that you play currently? You think the Liberians are following you?
Um, the issue is the Liberian will follow because what makes somebody a prophet is the ability to declare a thing and it comes to pass. When you declare a thing and it doesn't come to pass, then it nullifies your office as a prophet. But things that you have said and it did come to pass, or it do come to pass, then automatically, then I mean, you are qualified, you are classified as a prophet. Like if we look at the history of Liberia when it comes to the prophetic, one person that I really see renowned in our nation, even though she's dead now, is prophetess Wilhelmina Dukley. Though I was little, but I followed most of her prophecy, and most of the prophecies that um, the late prophetess Wilhelmina Dukley gave for Liberia, it actually came to pass. Like Hours later, when she gave the prophecy concerning the late William Arrow Talbot, that he was dressed in black, and that she saw him in the pool of blood, and that if he had not returned to God, he was going to be unseated. And that prophecy came to pass. I also listened to her prophecy when she told the late President Sam Kamando that he was also dressed up in the black, and that she saw the youth of Liberia being slaughtered. That Liberia went into a deadly civil war that would have caused massive death, especially the youth. And we saw that prophecy came to pass. And so when you look at the prophetic arm of Liberia, God raised people in the past who spoke the mind of God concerning this nation, and it actually came to pass. And we believe that in this last day, God has raised also a voice in the place of Mother Wilhelmina Ducle, who sits here in the studio. Many may not know her because when God is raising people, He does not look for the high, He looks for the very low. And so he knows how He does His choosing, His choice. And so when He chooses a person, He brings them and He introduces them. There are times people will not accept them right away, but as time goes by, the Spirit of God convicts the heart of man to make that person to be who actually He intended them to be.
Okay. So, Madam Yvonne, Prophetess Yvonne Howard Summer, let me come to you. You just heard your colleague defining who is a prophet and who is a prophetess. What qualifies you with this one? Before we come to tomorrow's program, actually.
Okay, thank you so much. What qualifies me is by the grace of God, 2016, there are prophetic words or revelation or visions the Lord have given me, and I wrote from 2016 up to 2023. And one of the things that God revealed to me 2016, when I was going through my time of affliction, God revealed to me at SKD, I was on this platform of which there was a seat that was left empty, and one of the prophetess of blessed memory, the late Mother Mabel Tido, I was stopping in her house because I was sick and we needed to pray and change some locations. So I shared that with her, that I saw myself on this platform among many pastors, bishops in the nation, and I explained to her. And from 2016 to 2023, it came to pass in 2023 October. So that's one of the things. And number two, 2022, after my own church anniversary, I went home to thank the Lord and bless God for a successful 15-year anniversary. And then God took me back in the vision to my own church, and I stood up in white with the Liberian flag, and I began to pray about it. And I was asking God, what do you mean and what are you saying to me? And another time, I saw myself blowing the shofar and wearing the prayer shawl. So then I began to pray because I needed to know what God was saying to me at the time. And then 2023, He said to me, prophetic intercession. That is my assignment, and bringing the nation back to God. That's number two. In 2023, in October, God revealed to me concerning our sitting president and his administrator have an inner cycle that there are some things I don't say in the public. There are things that I say to certain people, and there are some messages that I give out because we have to be careful. So one of the things that qualifies me is that I said to them, I see the president on the day of inauguration, an arrow was shot, and the president was giving a speech, and he was falling. So immediately I gathered them and I said, we need to pray for the president. If we don't pray for the president, on the day of inauguration, he will die. So we took up a fast and prayer and began to pray. So on the day of inauguration, I decided that we meet while the inauguration is going on, we be interceding for the president as well. And in our first advisor, William John William Dix, rather, that happened. I had the pressure. God told me to take the pressure and the fear of Liberia. I said, physically, I'm not going to attend the inauguration, but spiritually, I will. So we were three that day, my armor bearer, the first advisor, and myself, we began to pray. And automatically we saw what happened to the president. Now, many will say it is heat. I agree. The play was hot. He had on, the African stuff like that. But for us, we look at the spiritual aspect of things. So immediately, when the first advisor stood up, I knew something happened. And then the president was going down. And immediately the Lord told me, take your prayer shawl, lie down flat, and begin to pray. Then I asked God, will he die or will he survive? And God told me that he will survive. So I had that confidence. So there are things that God has revealed to me. Some I will not say because I'm not permitted to say it. One of the things is that I'm afraid because the prophetic ministry have been tampered with. So there are some things I will say here. There are some things I will share with others, and there are some things that the Lord will speak about that I will keep to myself. Some things the Lord revealed to me last year was when He told me to prepare myself. I'm about to introduce you. There are things He spoke about concerning the late Mother Dukley. I heard about her, but I did not see her at all. So there are things that God was revealing and speaking to me about her church, what happened to her, brutally raped and all of that, or some things happened at the PTC barracks. And when God told me to send for the administrator, my biological mother was there. I was 7 days fast. And then when God was speaking through me, my mother afterwards, he started to write. And then my mother turned to him and said, it is true that God is speaking to my daughter because everything that she says now, or she has said, it happened when she was just 5 years old. Yes. So that gave me the confidence.
So are you not afraid if God tells you to say this one, and because of the environment in which we live, and you say you cannot let it all out, it is equated to Jonah headed to Nineveh. God could just strike you for failing to deliver His message.
No, by God's grace, I'm not afraid because God speaks all the time and says that I should not be afraid because He knows what is ahead. And also, God has spoken and confirmed to others. I won't be accepted right away because people will ask, where is she coming from? What's her ministry? What's her experience when she was called and all of that? And I'm not afraid. When God speaks to me and say that deliver it, I should be afraid of God. I should be afraid of God because if I dilute the prophecy and don't give what God wants me to give as His voice that He has raised, I know that one thing, God can withdraw His hand from me, and that is fearful. And there are things that in the prophetic that God don't joke with because when it comes to the prophetic ministry, God reveals deep things to prophets. God reveals deep and secret things to prophets. So when God said I should say this, I will go ahead and say, no matter how it's going to be, I'd rather fear God than to fear men. One of the examples is we were praying in January when God spoke to me and said, gather the people and declare the nation open on March 15, that of which we did by the grace of God. And then God was speaking concerning the armed forces of Liberia. But yet I'm not permitted to say them. By the grace of God, I spoke with the chief of staff and also the chaplain general and I and my administrator, we are there. But I told him, I said, the message is not for you. What was to be said to him, I said it. But because it is not for him, it is for the chief of staff. I have not yet met him. When I meet him, I will say it.
Okay, State of the Nation, we have Prophetess Yvonne Howard Summer and Pastor David Elliott. The both of them are here giving some meaning to biblical interpretation of prophetic call, and then intercessors they call themselves. So let's come now to tomorrow's program. Tell me, what do we expect? If interested, it coincides with National Fast and Prayer Day. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow fast and prayer is about the nation of Nigeria. According to our history, that he will elaborate more on. And there was a time in Liberia that Adolf Hitler wanted to, destroy Liberia because Liberia was used as a transit point. And then we know by history that the saints of God at that time, they gathered at Providence Baptist Church, where I learned that they had a first national altar, and they began to pray and ask God, and miraculously God saved Liberia. When I was a little child coming up years ago, I saw that all churches would be fasting and praying. Marketplaces, the government had this restriction. You will see this, the streets will be cleared off. They had time to go in the market. The laws were strong. And then Liberia at that time, they saw God. But we noticed that if you look at fast and prayer tomorrow, you will see the market jam-packed. Churches are empty. So this is why God is leading us to bring the nation back to Him. That tomorrow, and prophetically, it will fall on April 12th. A time that Liberia bloody war or coup or whatever was done that time. So I said to him that, don't you see what God is doing? This day fall on April 12th, and God is saying that the nation should come back to Him in righteousness and holiness, where Liberians fear God to do evil. So tomorrow will be used as a day, a new beginning, that Liberians in Liberia will come back to God, that we will seek God and ask God to forgive all of our sins and those things that we have done in the past. It's not about church. We are from different churches, and all churches are part of prophetical intercessors. We want to come together. Tomorrow, we will be meeting at the gymnasium, Telecom Gymnasium, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Where is that?
Opposite Benson Hospital.
Okay. They got a gym there.
Yeah, the gym is there. Right now, as I speak to you, see me in my t-shirt. We are doing setup, setting up the instruments. The intercessors will be sleeping there, gathering there, and people just excited because there's a new turn that is about to come in Liberia. So the nation going back to God is a process, but we need to start. And by the grace of God, I'm excited because this day we will be seeking God for His mercy and asking God to wash away all the evil that was done over our nation. We know that April 12th is not a good record. And also, the month of April, many things happen like April 6th, it happened April 12th, it happened, there are some other days, I think, in April, that some dangerous things are happening.
April 14th.
Yeah, April 14th.
1979 Rest Riot.
Okay, that's our number. So according to history, that we learned it was a dangerous time. And I bless God because God saved us. He showed us His mercy. We were here going through the war. We saw a lot of killings. We saw a lot of things. And for God now to raise me in this generation, I'm so excited and I'm happy. And I want to say welcome to everybody. It's not a church. One of the things is that we have our every Thursday hour of intercessory hour at the administrator church where everything was birthed.
Where is that?
Joba, I think say Joba, behind the local pharmacy. I was invited to minister on praise and worship, and God in His mercy decided to birth prophetic. So it's not a church. Because many times people will be afraid to say, oh, if I come in there, I will make a person step back. And this and that. It's about the nation. After we leave, we go to our various churches. We are overseers, we are pastors' wives, and we are apostles there, we are prophets there. But when we come together at prophetic call, we come to pray for the nation.
Okay, so let me ask Pastor David Elliott quickly. Time is fast spent. As a matter of fact, Up next is the youth conversation, and today's topic is going to look at uh, peer pressure, which many people believe or researchers believe has led to so many Liberian young people being involved into drug activities. That is coming up subsequently on this platform. But Pastor Elliot, tomorrow is the day, the prayer day. What are your impressions? Who do you expect there?
Well, we expect all Liberians, like the prophet well spoke. We hope that every Liberian will gather there, and the purpose for which we decided to the host that day or host the program on that day is the reactivation of Liberia fast and prayer, especially when it was proclaimed by the government. Liberia, we are good at starting things, but we are bad at ending. There is a reason for which God will always establish a particular thing for the nation. And looking at the significance of that day, wherein God saved our country from a dreadful threat that was coming to the nation. And then after some time, you notice that when a new generation came, the people just decided to just leave it and just throw it aside and trash it. And you will notice that when you see the Muslims, they are committed when it comes to Ramadan. No matter how many years Ramadan have lasted for, the fever, the momentum of Ramadan still remains the same. In fact, they even increase it. But when it comes to Christianity, you will notice that things that plays a vital role, things that birth, event that birth, a particular era, Christians just downplay it and they just take it lightly. I don't see the significance or the importance of it. And so we as prophetic call, looking at what God did for Liberia and has been doing for Liberia, we told the wise that on that day, we call all Liberians' attention that, hey, look, this day was set apart. Even though, yes, we are not at war, but the country is still not safe as we think that it is safe. So there are things that we need to come back to the drawing table to bring before God and pray and reactivate that day. And when this day was set apart, it was set apart to pray for the nation, to always bring the nation back to our consciousness that, look, this nation was established as a Christian state, and that Christianity is supposed to be one of the things that is supposed to be very vital. And we as Christians, we're supposed to shine the light of Christianity in this nation. So we hope and pray that all Liberians will be present tomorrow to make that day a success. I pray that stores will be closed, marketplaces will be closed, and let Liberians go back again to those good old days during troubled days. Because even though I was small, I was born top mentor in 1971. And so I was fortunate to have seen President Tolbert. I was fortunate to have seen President Samuel Doe. It's true that yes, we were kids. I was in the military at that time. But when the people said national holiday, especially a Christian holiday, those days were really, really celebrated as a holiday. People observed it with fear and reverence. But we noticed that Liberians we have backsliding, and we need to come back to God.
Okay, so prophetess, you got 1 minute to make a passionate plea to the listeners to turn out tomorrow and what they're going to expect. A real explosive Holy Ghost fire.
Okay. I want to say to all Liberians, Christians everywhere, let's lay aside our various denominations and come together for this nation, Liberia. By the grace of God, I'm privileged to be the custodian of the flag of the Republic of Liberia from 2023. I plead with all churches, wherever you are, Liberians, Christians everywhere, gather to your church. Everybody cannot be a part of the prayer wherever you are. Please observe this day that we go back to God and plead with God. The church has lost its power and we need to be a voice in the nation of Liberia. God is looking up to us. We want to go back into repentance because he said in 2 Chronicles 7:14 If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, it is in the place of prayer that we humble ourselves. Leave your title aside. You are a prophet, we know. You are a prophetess, we know. You are a pastor, a bishop, we know. Lie down before God and tell God, I have failed you and I'm sorry. Wherever you are a deacon, you are a deaconess, you are a worship leader, a praiser. We are calling on everyone to go back to the place of prayer. And we know that when we go back in humble heart and in humble spirit, God will deliver us and God will heal our land. Because we know, according to prophecy, Liberia have now entered her 40 years for prosperity, 2024. So we plead with you as we begin this year. Let us go back to God. We will be gathering 9 a.m. at the gymnasium, Telecom Gymnasium, Pinsville, opposite Dancing Hospital. We will be there lying down before God and we will be pleading with God to take us back. So I plead with every one of you in the name of Jesus.
Okay, Pastor, 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you again. So to add to the prophetess voice, we are inviting all Liberians, irrespective of your church or your denomination. Let us all gather tomorrow to observe that day of fast and prayer, and also pray for the peace of Liberia and for the restoration of our country. That Liberia should return again to God. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. That comes to the end of this interview. Wish you guys all the best, and by the grace of God, it's going to be successful. Let's take this musical break. We'll be right back.
Confidence in you, Lord, I put my trust. Lost in you, but I'm not to depend on you. Confidence in you, in you, Lord, I put my trust. Yes, you got me. Yes, you are. Yes, you got me. This is my season of increase. I am lost in your love. Your mercies are new and forever. Jehovah, I do. You know that love is.
What happened? You take it? Wow. And where?
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Nigeria.
Yes, you got me.
Put the pot on. Put the pot on. Please put the pot on. Where are you? What kind of cigarette? Yes. Sorry, I had a short meeting with our prospective graduates. Yes, we are preparing for our upcoming program. They're slated for the 19th of April. Yes, so I can see our panelists are entering this afternoon. I see George. George is there in Germany. I see Alice Kona. Alice Kona is here in studios. Yes, so we anticipate the rest of them. So it's all about young people, and we encourage more young people to listen. We know there's so many pressure around, but nothing should pressurize you. That you will also be pressurized. Nothing, I mean, nothing should, pressurize you to do things out of order. sometimes lack of opportunities, and the young woman tells me, no, say, Auntie Magdalene, I have to go out of Liberia before I can get opportunity. And say, Christine, no, it's not what you think. It's just connecting with the right opportunity, the right time. Yeah, just the right time. And many Liberians, young people especially, feel like, well, I have to leave Liberia before I can excel, and it's a very sad one. Let us try to empower the young people, and that's what the platform is for. Well, we've been doing this over the past for even more than that. We had a program on the radio called Youth Hour, and it was on the program. Yes, let me allow this young woman come in. We had it on the radio. Yes, we discussed a lot of issues, and during that time, um, we told our young people, say, you gotta respect the you have to respect leaders. Yes, we talk about the power of character, how important it is to protect your character. Yeah, because character is better. A good character is better than silver or gold. So yes, we talk about respecting leaders. We have our book, our workbook, that we were supposed to use, go around in somewhere in some African countries and teach. Yes, got about that book, the appointment. Those of you who benefited from the appointment, leadership training, leadership appointment, leadership institute. The youth session was introduced in 2020, and then we participated. Victor Mambun Bunda, I say, okay, but then we cannot just sit down. Let's start to do something, and we engage a radio station. Were allowed for some time. At the end of the day, well, so we started training as well. We started to train people, young people. Our first training was around 100, 100 young people coming together from various communities, and coming to form part of the training. It was wonderful. And the last one we ever had was in it was in 2022. We have close to 200 participants, and they were all certificated. We have Mr. Daniel SAAH from the Netherlands. Um, we had Senator Jim Tonola. We had Mr. Megisu Wolokoli, presidential aspirant at the time. We had Lawrence Yelu from Accountability Lab. It was fun. It was serious until they keep asking, can we have another one? People want to be empowered. People want their lives to be transformed. People need capacity building, because you can have everything, if you don't know what to do with what you have, it's a serious problem. And this is why this program is intended for. So let me greet my panelists. I respect them a lot because they bring so much. They bring so much to the table, and something, when we are discussing, yeah, okay, you're back. And when we are discussing, they have wealth of experience. We're not looking for a government job. Yeah, so what they are made of. Yeah, David Coty, how you doing, Chief? David Coty, how you doing, my bestie? What they are made of. Yeah, so I will brag about them. We're not looking for a government job. Yes, even though even though George was here in Liberia. George was here in Liberia, got masters um in labor policies and globalization, from Germany. Another one from, I don't know where again. Got another degree in watch, that's water sanitation and hygiene. He's an expert. came here looking for a job and couldn't. So you have to fly back to Germany. He's back in Germany, and he said, "But yes, let's continue to engage our young people and tell them there is still hope. Please, that yes, please do not give up on yourself. Please do not, be ruined by activities that will not benefit you, that will destroy your future. Yeah, so we are so concerned about your future, and that's why we have all of these programs for. And so it's 4 minutes, it's after 4, 2 minutes after 4. And yes, we will be starting in a jiffy. I just want to for us to test our microphones, whatever we're using. um so hello from Liberia.
Hello, Madeleine.
Hello from Liberia.
Hey.
Can I can't get them. Hello from Liberia.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can we all test our microphones? I'm
Yeah,
seeing I'm seeing Lynn SAAH. How you doing?
I'm fine. You? Can you hear?
Madam, you look so good this evening. You look good.
Thank you.
All right. And Josh, you were just in Liberia a few days ago.
Okay.
You shining in Germany. I,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
it's
You just went back. You just shining. Okay. And Alex, can you test your microphone as well?
Yeah,
Huh?
I think I'm good, but the echo.
The echo.
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
Alex.
yeah, Madeleine. Good afternoon.
Okay. So the guy is still okay. No Passports Association. Wow, we'll have to read it because it's very, very, very important. Yeah, won't beat everybody around here.
Aloba Efe.
Okay. Thank you, Sis Marcia. All right. So today, our topic today is peer pressure, and we we would take at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We are very late, but you know why we came in late today? Because we have a fast and prayer tomorrow. Yes, and we had a prophetess to come and speak to us on about an event coming up tomorrow. So I'm trying to access something. I want to read few lines as we get prepared. But it's going to be a wonderful time. Thanks to every one of you for taking out this time to sit here so we can learn from you. And we hope to also hear from our guests, our callers, our listeners and viewers as well. So let's begin. Let me put it this way. Can you tell us, we every time we hear peer pressure and peer pressure, what is peer pressure? Anyone? Can we start with the female? Let's hear from our female. You take like 30 seconds to like introduce yourself again. Maybe you say something extra than what I said. Maybe not your name, but I mean, I'll call your name, and maybe you can call your name again because you have a special way to call your name. Yeah, she has a special way to do that, and then you can tell us what is peer pressure.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So hey guys, my name is Lynn. I'm analyst of Youth Conversations, and I'm happy to be on this podium to share my point of view and also to educate, if possible, and to be part of these wonderful people that are here also to create change and to be part of the change that is coming in Liberia. Um, what is peer pressure? For me, is peer pressure personally. You feel the discomfort when you're forced to do something against your will, against your values, your morals, and this pressure is coming from yeah, the other party or people, your loved ones, a group of people, or your surrounding, and you're forced to do things or to act on some actions that you take. So when you do it, you don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel like you have done something. You don't feel proud of yourself. So I've been under peer pressure before, so I know the feeling. And there are some let's say strategics actions that you can take for you to come out of that situation, to be more confident, to be more bold to say no, to be more um, aware of people that in your life. So I think that's what I can say about peer pressure.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So did you get her clear? Every its sound is good.
Yeah, I got a.
Can you say something? Let me hear you again.
Yeah,
Yeah, the echo keep
The
coming.
echo.
I know.
I think it was
Okay.
from you.
I'm sorry. If you're not speaking, you can mute yourself, please. So let me hear from Josh. Let me hear from Josh. Then I'll come to you. Let's try to see whether. Yeah, Josh. Do you have a view on what what is peer pressure, and break it down in the simplest term, like she did, the male version.
Nice. Okay.
The male version of it.
So yeah, right. So let me begin by saying this. First, I will give an example of what I went through personally when I was in the Netherlands studying for my master's in water management, water and sanitation management. Now, I was in a
Okay.
clique of international students, and some were from the US, Canada, Europe, Africa, and out of my peers, my colleagues or fellow comrades from the class, from my batch, they, most of them, I would say vast majority of them, almost 60%, were smokers. They smoke. So when we having some gatherings like that and then trying to meet up to do some class work or going out, for a walk or drink after class,
Mm-hmm.
they will buy, purchase weed because, yeah, you can purchase your weed. Weed can be sold in those countries. So they
Mm-hmm.
purchase that weed, and when we are sitting together, I'm drinking my beer, they are smoking weed and then drinking beer. So then many of them asked me, Josh, why don't you want to join us? So I was like, there is no need to join you. What you're doing is important for you. For me, it's not important. So then they said, yeah, we too never used to smoke. Like we don't smoke, we just do it for fun. So you can join us to, for us all to have
You
fun.
do
So I was
smoking
like,
for fun.
yeah. So I was like, I know. Like I would drink my beer, which is okay for me, but to smoke, I don't think this is where I want to go. So then, I mean, it was like the situation of my peers pressuring me
Mm-hmm.
to do something. So peer pressure is the influence from others exerted means pushed or added
Mm-hmm.
by someone, which is often resulting into the person adapting certain behaviors, attitudes, or change in values, in order to fit into one area, one locality, one certain or group. So that's how I see peer pressure. But like Lynn said, of course, there are many ways that people can create, a bad in order to see themselves getting away successfully from peer pressure. Because if you take it to our country like Liberia, I will tell you for free. Many of the Zogos out there, they are Zogos because some of the French told them that if they just taste the weed one shot, or they
Mm-hmm.
just taste cigarette one shot, it will make them feel better. They were not able to control themselves. They were not able to increase their self-esteem. Then they allowed themselves to be controlled by those folks. Now, those folks, those of their peers, control them, thereby destroying their future. So there are things we can do to solve it, and this is why we are here.
Okay. Thank you. I have an audio here. I did interviews with a lot of these. They don't even like to be called Zogos. So maybe some days on the show I will like to play it. You guys said you shouldn't even call them Zogo. We should call them by their names, right? Yeah. And he followed his friend. They went out. They smoke. I think they went to take in drugs or whatever. Yeah, he said it. I have the audio right here. And he said when the principal wife saw him and they expelled them. So from that time to now, he's in the streets and he's from very good family. Very good family. He has, I know, his father in Norway and he, very good family. I mean, people who can afford, but he's in the street because he follow a friend. So the question is, who are our friends? I know we're discussing peer pressure, right? But who are our friends? Who are we hanging out with? Alex, let me come to you. I
So,
want us to, discuss. I want us to throw light on how what on our surrounding, on our age cycle as young people. I will tell you where I am now. I'm a young person. I'm in my 30s, and I'll be, I'm hitting up. The one year my age right now. I'm hitting up. Yeah. So meaning is for adolescents. The ages. You can help me with the ages, right? No way.
Yeah.
Those ages from like 12.
12,
12, let's say 12.
13, 14, 15.
They are mainly affected by peer pressure,
Yeah.
but they still have people. They still have young adults. They have middle age. They have it affects a lot of people, but it affects the younger one more than So tell me about the surrounding. I mean, your surrounding, how it should be like.
So, okay, I'm Ellis Escona again. I'm one of the panelists for the youth conversation. And I want to appreciate Madam SAAH for giving us the opportunity to share the platform with us so that we
Okay,
can
to
also.
share the platform with her. Lynn and George, are you getting him?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Are you
Yeah,
getting him?
yeah.
You getting him?
Yes,
Yes.
he
Okay,
is
okay,
audible. He's correct.
okay. All right, okay.
Yeah, in sharing the platform with her, at least so we can also give our thought to the young folks. And the question you asked, what is peer pressure? I will give you a simple definition of a peer pressure.
Okay.
And peer pressure is a direct or indirect influence on a peer. Now, for peer pressure, it got two ways. But normally, most of our young people take the negative aspect of it. We have
Mm-hmm.
the positive effect of peer pressure and the negative effect of it. And the negative effect is where you see your friend doing the wrong thing and you get inspired by it, you join them to also do the same. And the positive effect is where you do the constructive jealousy,
Mm-hmm.
wherein I see you, Madeline, you are a journalist, and the way you present, the way you interact with people, your human to human relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I jealous you because of it, and I want to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a form of peer pressure that you can do. But what we have come this afternoon to let the young people know, do not go for the negative side.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on the positive side. Be that jealous individual that will do that constructive jealousy, that you will jealous somebody because of good things and do better than them and even improve your life more better. So peer pressure can be positive and it can be negative. And we will be going further as the conversation continue.
Okay. So let me go back to let me go back to Josh and Lynn. Josh and Lynn, this is a question for any one of you, including Alex, if you can also respond. So, what role do parents and educators need to play in helping individuals, navigate peer pressure? Josh, you can take that one before Noah comes in. Lane.
Yeah, right. Okay, so perfect. I will I will go back to my parents, okay? And
Okay.
I'm very happy for the level of productivity my parents had, in my upbringing. Like my mother, who I refer to as a workaholic,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Alice K. Tamba, every day when we go to school or when we are on our way to school, my mom will always tell me, "You came on this earth to be sustainable. You came on this earth to be productive. You came on
Mm-hmm.
this earth to improve yourself, improve your family, and improve the society you are living in. So every day that you go on campus, make sure you lace with the right people. What she meant by right today, I
Mm-hmm.
get to understand that she meant as you lace with positive thinkers. She
Okay.
meant as you lace with people that will, create the avenue for us to think positively. With people that will say, hey guys, how can we create the GSA role social service group? With people that will say, hey guys, how can we think about, creating a platform where youth from Painesville or from Monrovia, can go out there to demonstrate love for other people. I mean, the idea is to keep in a cycle of people that are going to have positive impact on your lives. Because the more positive you are, the more you are creating those kind of avenues for your life to improve. It means the person who is influencing you
Mm-hmm.
is also thinking in a positive way. So if we can, start listening with the right people, like that's what my mom used to always say, listen with the right people, get the right advices from the right people, do positive things that you see your friends doing and do better. Take for an example, if I know that Madeline is my friend, like you are my sister and friend, and Madeline is always involved into negative things, and she want to see how best that negative things can, be influenced on me, then I said to myself, I don't think that Madeline is the right person for me to be with. I should be able to create that self-awareness, because self-awareness to your opponent or your friend puts you in a better position for your life. So, I
Okay.
mean, those are some of the ways that I believe parenting can help. They need to give
Mm-hmm.
their children right advices. You need to start
Okay.
talking to your child when they come from school. When they go into school, you need to ask them some of those social questions, those hard questions. Who did you make friends with today? How was your new friend? Is he okay? What does he do? Does he smoke? Does he drink? And what are some of the conversations your friend is bringing up? Okay, because when you start having no conversation with your child, I tell you for free, you're you are setting your child in a position where they will be self-aware about
Mm-hmm.
the things that they are to encounter daily. But mind you, Madeline, truth being told, most of our friends, most of our parents rather, they see those things to be taboo. They believe they don't need to tell
Most of
their
the
children
African parents,
about those things.
the
Definitely.
African parents.
Definitely, because one example is an African parent will refuse to teach their children about sex education. They see it to be rudeness. They
Yep.
don't see it to be the way positive to, impact that child, to educate the
Okay.
child so that they will not get into, early pregnancy or get into early sexual activities. So they see it to be rudeness. And that is one of the bad, I would say, negative impact from parenting, mostly in Africa. But I
Okay.
believe this show now is going to expose a lot of people and they will know that parenting, sustainable parenting is one of the best way to create the enabling sustainable society for youth. Because what you
Okay.
tell your child or children is how they improve out there. I tell you for
Okay.
free. Children learn faster from what they see, and
See.
they have been, yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
So if
Okay.
you create that kind of a family relationship and you teach your child in the best way possible for improvement, they will improve. But if you create that kind of a don't care attitude, you don't care about your child, you don't ask them all of the hard questions. Come on, who is going to open up? You will find that your child will go and confide in someone else, another relative that
Okay.
they shouldn't be confiding in.
So your strike a point with regards to creating a relationship with your children. Don't make them too afraid of
Mhm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
and also don't make them don't be too friendly with them, because if you are they are too afraid of you, they will not tell you stuff like what you said. They will actually go out looking for people to confide in. And then when you are too friendly with them, when you tell
Mm-hmm.
them don't go, so they
You,
say I
you, you,
beg you,
you
yeah,
take
that
it as
woman,
a joke.
forget it.
You take it as a fun.
Yes. So let me hear from the female before I come to Alex. Creating
Yes.
relationship with your children with regards to peer pressure, because
Yeah.
if they can listen to you,
Mm-hmm.
if they can take your advice, yes, they will. You That means you have created, a relationship with them. So when we
Yeah.
talk about children, yeah, when we're talking about only the small one, under 5, under 10, under
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you in 30s, but you behave like you are just 15 years old. Yes, sorry. Yeah, Lane.
That's even the point I wanted to bring out. Like
Okay,
Brother George just spoke about
okay,
the right places, but then we have to look at each group, because when you are dealing with a child, then you can try to let's say you can change and create a new routine with that child. But when
okay,
we're dealing with like those that are older than 20, in the 25 and whatever it is, there is already a structure built in that person's mind, and also the connection that you already built in that person, let's say system. It's going to be hard for you to reconnect back to with an adult, like a youth, let's say. So for me, being an adult or a youth or a young person, I believe like discussion is also one of the key that I bring to the table. To have sorry guys, noise outside. Discussion, guidance, and discussion. Parents or educators or people or friends, whoever you look up to, someone that you can say, "Oh, this person, I can listen to this person." That person should be able to be open to have guidance and discussions sections with these people, be it child, be it young person, be it adults. Then you
okay.
can guide through the understanding of what pressure is, because if you don't know something, you would never know what to do, or if you have to change something or whatever, you would never have the understanding on how to go around it. So given the right information, the pressure is this, peer pressure is this. This is how you can identify peer pressure. This is how you can feel when you're pressured
Mm-hmm.
to do. So
So,
having
mm-hmm.
first, then you can also give them like if you talk about the problem, you give a solution. This is what you get when you live a life of integrity. Someone that you can, when you leave someone, let's say you are around like you, I know you as family, that's true. But then when you leave, people talk about you, your integrity,
Mm-hmm.
your how can I say what people say about you. And like George said, if he knows you, then you start to behave certain way, and then he's gonna be okay. I think I don't have to be around this kind of person. What you portray
Okay,
out there. So, and also these people have to be role models. You
okay,
as a parent, you cannot say, "Oh, hey, I, don't- I'm not gonna." Don't be. If you notice someone, let's say that's pushing you to smoke, for instance, like my brother said, you have to, and you as a parent, you're smoking in front of that child or that person, then it's never gonna work. lot of I'm African, so I'm just going to speak based on the African system.
Okay.
Most people are like, I'm not going to, if people are forcing you to do things out there, you should not do it. But at home, you force me to do things against my will. Maybe I want to speak out, and you're like, no, you're not allowed to speak out. You're controlling me. You're bullying me at home. And then you're talking about like, if I identify stuff like that out there, then I can, know how be a role model in what you say. And then
Okay.
also, if you as a parent or someone, an educator or someone that's caring for a youth out there, you need to get
Mm-hmm.
information on these things. How to start a conversation, how to be a role model. You have to
Mm-hmm.
be what you want another person to take. Building self-esteem is also one of the things that a parent or an
Yeah.
educator, you need to know how to build. You yourself need to build yourself. In fact, most children look up to, like George was also saying, I'm taking you as an example, like his parent, he just talked about his mom. That's someone he look up to. She's a workaholic, that's true, but I do know he learned a lot from her. And also that made him to be the man he is today. Like, you can see that he's not someone that have low self-esteem. He's outspoken, he knows what he says. Build self-esteem, teach your children uh, uh, um, to build their self-esteem, because most people that are victims out there are people that
Okay.
don't know who they are. And the last but not least, creating safe environment for your children. um,
Okay.
uh, 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 um, if you talk about peer pressure, you need to be able to remove anything that can trigger those traumas or those situations in the person. Like, if you go to school, a person life is 70% outside. If I can say it boldly, 70% of a person is outside. That means they go to school, they meet friends. Maybe when they're done with school, they are working. They just come home maybe to rest, eat, and sleep, spend time with family. So most of a person life is interacting with people out. So if you come home, you have a safe space where you can
Okay.
be bold, you can build your self esteem, and also you can be aware of those things. You will be literally uh, bold out there, and you will represent. So yeah, there's a lot to do, but I do think if we, like the way we discuss stuff like this, I do know parents are listening. But these are the things, what Brother George said. Try to get the do research. Not
Okay.
late. If your kid is grown up, you can still reach that soul. You can still change a person's life by getting first the right information, seeing if it works for you. Then you can get the- so yeah, that's what I think.
All right. Okay. So now. All right. So let me. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Lane. That was you really nailed it. And Alex, let's hear from you. With regards to social media, the effect of social media on the young people. Okay, let me lay the basis. Sometimes you get on Facebook early morning, you see someone standing near your car, or they're traveling, so or they are just putting their fun pictures. I mean, those success pictures. Sometimes I go in a room crying, and
Yeah,
it happened, but it's seldom. It doesn't really happen like that. Go, and say, oh, I'm suffering. People do that. Well, that's that. They left with them. But people always show you pictures where they are happy, they are out there, they are traveling. They are, when you see it now, you become you lose track, you lost balance, you want to get there. So let's talk about the effect of social media on our young people.
So like I said, this the issue about peer pressure. It got two ways: the positive side and the negative side. Now, just to add up to what I said before, we come to the social media effect. The schools have major role to play in the life of young people because a lot of our children leave their homes, they go to school, they spend majority of their time with a teacher. So what I think Ministry of Education and even the parent need to be suggesting to Ministry of Education is that most of our instructors should be trained when it comes to how to encourage the students, how to communicate with the student, and that parental care. The parent too need to improve their communication skill. Like everybody's saying, you need to communicate with your children. When your children come from school, sometimes, especially these days, kids, they go to school. When they go in the morning, they put clothes in the bed. And putting that clothes in the bed, they will go and change. Some of them will end up going to the beach and going to area that they were not sent to go. So sometimes it's good to check your children when they come from school. Look at, monitor their activity, monitor their bag bag, open it, check inside, know what is in it. But when you just leave the children, you're not communicating with them one way or the other. You just leave them vulnerable and they will get themselves involved into things. And so now when you even check in their bed, when you continue to monitor and you see something in their bed that you think not supposed to be there, you have to advise them, you have to communicate with them and cross info it quickly. But when that is not done, you just leave it to get cornered in it, one word or other to get word, and it will be very difficult. Now the issue about social media influence. This social media platform was created for good purpose. And social media, I will tell you, Madeline, is very good. It's very good. But the uses of it make it bad. Now, a lot of our people around using social media now to make business, to make money. You use it to promote your product. You use it to promote the skill that you have in you. But some of our friends use it to mislead people, to portray false image about their life. And you see some of them, they don't have car, but you will see them with car keys sitting in their car to take picture. You see some of them, they're not traveling. You will hear somebody will say, let me make my enemy worry. Let me make them worry. And they say, I will not travel. You will see them, they will take suitcase, they go to the airport. They stand in front.
Or maybe they escort someone.
The caption will tell their intent. So they will stand in front of the departure, take that picture, post it. Thank God.
Wow.
Thank God I'm leaving.
That's crazy.
They started doing it to discourage their enemy and what have you. But throwing out
you're talking like you have experience
is not good. Now I will tell you an instance of it. You see, the reason a lot of people feel interviewed to the American embassy. You go on Facebook, your name, your mom and dad gave you, you change it. Some people put pretty
sweet chocolate,
pretty hips, and all you can
pretty hips, pretty eyes,
and charming babe, and what have you. Your name they gave you. So now when you go there, is why when you apply to the U.S. embassy at time, they give you time for your interview. And all that time they give you, they put doing background check on you. They will go check to know your name. For instance, Ellis S. Kuna. They want to know the track record of Ellis S. Kuna in terms of social media engagement. If Ellis S. Kuna has been involved into different things, why have been your activities? So when the people go on your page and see your activities, you say, oh, this person is a productive person, the person that is based on that, they use it to even qualify you to give you a visa. But they go, they're searching for your name, they can see your name. They see pretty hips, charming babe, and what have you.
Who is charming
babe? So it have a lot of effect, and just because somebody sees somebody doing it, they want to do it. So please use your real identity on the social media. Do not do not use false identity.
And don't be carried away by everything you see on social media, because you see it now, you want it now. And we're about to take course. We'll take course for at least 15 minutes. Then we'll come back. So let me add to
I wanted to add to what you said.
To our young people, we're advising. We want you to know that peer pressure is dangerous. We have the negative and the positive, but most often the negative, is
Can you hear
around.
me?
I mean, it's
It oversee everything. Yeah,
overseas.
it
It's
happens.
around 70 for me. It's
Yeah.
not, around 70, maybe 75%. And then the remaining one is therefore, the
The
positive.
positive side.
Yeah, I mean, only a few people
A
will
few
just be
people,
looking
yeah,
out for.
from weird thing to follow somebody because of what they
Yes,
do positively. But a
yeah,
lot of them, they follow their friends because of the negative reason.
yeah.
Sis
So
Madeline.
our
Sis
advice to
Madeline.
you is, to be
Hello?
you.
Hello?
Yes, to be you
Oh,
and appreciate what you have,
oh, she
work
can hear
towards
me.
getting more, be patient with your family. I tell you, I come from a poor family. We broke rocks to go to school.
Hmm.
We sow potato grains. We did the worst. You can even imagine that I'm a light skinned person. I had to break rock, go to school. We were with them. We still with our family. I'm not telling you to not hang out with people who got money, the kids and the children. I know. I'm not telling you, but the moment you start appreciating what you have, what your parents can afford, you remain happy. If you hang out with people, with friends, I know, because you cannot just remain like in a box that you cannot interact with
Cannot
people.
interact
I'm
with
I'm
people.
I'm not anti-social, but I'm selectively social. I don't just interact with I interact with people, but I got a very few people in my cycle. And some of you very it's a it's an honor to have you in my cycle where you can blast at me, you can tell me stuff and see her greasy lip over there. She'll tell me this thing you're doing is not good. You have to do this, you
Yeah.
have to do that. So on a serious note, be patient with your parents. Um Parents, be patient with their status. Some of you don't want to identify with your family because of their status
Because
in
that's not,
society.
yeah.
It is wrong. Whatever condition your father, your mother, your whoever guidance is in, whatever condition, accept it. That's temporary. These problems are temporary. Problems have expiration date.
You just have to work on it.
Yes.
As you work on it,
Yeah.
definitely it will wear away.
Yeah. So
And
you can just force your parents to get things that they do not have now. You put them under pressure because you want this particular shoes. You must get it. The one that they can afford. Please accept it, or else you will punch yourself into problems. Put yourself into problems. Do not allow. Peer pressure actually means equal pressure. The same kind of pressure from your friend. Yeah, your friend, and you and your friend, you're in the
you're
same
in the
age.
same.
Whether you're 28, whether you're 25, whether you're 10, whether you're 12, whether you're this and that. Okay, then
Alex.
we'll also
Alex.
advise to parents. Advise to parents to
Sorry.
love your children. Some of you don't invest in your children. You don't invest in them. You
I
have
think you
to
cut off.
invest in your children. Yes, they should be a priority. Invest in them. Build relationship with them.
Hello,
Appreciate them.
Magdalene.
Love them
Hello, still getting
unconditionally.
us?
Some of you don't do it, but you want to get the very best out of them. It's impossible. Parents, you have real greater role to play in the whole youth conversations. And sometimes we will have to bring the parents on board and ask them, why do you do what you do to your children?
I
And
think
you
you cut
make
off, by
them,
the
you
way.
have made them to look that they
You
are
can
so
hear us.
terrible, they are so bad, and you cast them out. At the end of the day, they go wayward. Love is important. Me not saying I don't love. All right, so let's take calls, man.
The love
Yeah.
didn't they feel
Hey,
it not easy. Oh.
Eh?
Magdalene.
The love didn't they feel it not
Magdalene.
easy. Yesterday
Oh
you were talking
Lord.
about
No,
marriage.
for
Yesterday I followed you.
Eh.
You were talking about marriage,
You
still of
cut
the
us off
nation.
like
Today
that.
again.
oh no, I mean
I
stop
mean,
it, stop that thing. No,
we
I don't know. I can't remember. Say, please don't stop pulling my legs. All right, let's take calls.
Magdalene.
Let's take few
Magdalene.
calls. Yes. Hello.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is Chris Mumbo. I've been listening to you.
Yes, Chief. How you doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you for the guests and the topic.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, I want to use that one word I use, love.
Okay.
Okay, then now we have to love the children that we are bringing up. You see, one thing that I should just say here, when it comes to parent-children relationship, or even when it comes to the children schooling, teacher-student relationship, you see, and also their peers that they have,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the problem is like it's too much. The children, most of our children, the pressure is on them from their friends.
Okay.
Yeah, and this they can get the children off balance. The necessary norms of society or rules and regulations that they're supposed to follow, they stray away from it. They can be so much aberrant when it comes to societal norms and values. They go contrary. So, it affects a lot.
Okay.
Like for the classroom, children, that you expect, from a well-to-do family, that you expect to be, attentive or to be respectful to teacher. They respect teacher. And I want to just say that one thing could be because, for instance, if their
As it
parents
close up.
from the upper class, then don't think that there's a need to be respectful. And parents too, maybe you have people to count a lot. Parents too, they don't stress on their children respecting teachers.
Okay.
And they don't have time for their children. Most parents don't have time for their children. There should be a time. I will go on a course where I have a kid. The thing I'm sharing with a 1 year old before she could become 1 year old, I'm telling you, it's marvelous. She's coming out so well.
Okay.
I share love with her. I communicate with her.
Yeah.
She laughs. I laugh, and other things.
It's fun.
There are some things that come to her, but she don't understand that point. But I mean, it's just like laughter. We are just all enjoying ourselves. So it begins from this stage.
Okay. Okay.
Also, you can give time to the kids, love, the mood.
All right, Chief. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
You know what, Chief, you gotta text me your name and your number, or please follow up as the next, stuff edition is coming up, so you can come in studio, or we'll send you the link as well. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Let's do it 1 minute. Let's do it 1 minute. Yeah. Yes, sir. Just step away from your monitor, Chief.
Okay. Thank you for giving me the afternoon. This is Jeremiah Perry. I know you from District Number 6. I think the topic of discussion is very, very important, and I thought parents should give yes to short of discussion. And one of the things I want to raise is that parents are not being able to their children. If you remember that at a certain time, when you were passing on dollars, they don't allow men to put something in or something. And then she don't understand exactly what something means. And when she do a boyfriend, they have something mean, I shouldn't tell your friend what you were able to do what you wanted to do, because the friend was being bold to do, I don't let men test you, I don't have sex with
Okay.
open discussions with parents too. I mean, we're showing our time. It's necessary, then on the text. Don't be a children in front of you. Don't get funny with the children.
Yeah.
Because all these things, parents are like, it's so funny. One thing you have to take a walk on granted.
Okay.
Better of the child, we want to put the pressure to the child. And we have that. We can
Okay. Thank you. Oh, yes. He just left like that. Hello.
Welcome to new listening. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Bluetooth is ready to pair. Don't give a terrible feedback, yo.
Magdalene, how you doing? Let me see. I've talked to your studio guest. This is Daniel Johnson from Firestone.
Yes.
Magdalene, let me appreciate you for this topic. I think it is very, very important. And though it is directed to the young people, but I think the parents need to take some time to also be listening to it, because they have greater role to play. Magdalene, some of those peer pressure directly, our parents are sometimes responsible, because the failure to supervise your children. You don't want to know the type of friends they made. You don't even check on them on campus. What are some of their activities? Sometimes you see the parents, they say they leave from the house in the morning, in the night and they don't supervise the children, all of those things, when you leave the child or you leave your children vulnerable, they will be carried away by peer pressure. So we are talking to our parents. You know, there are certain things that happen in our country and it needs serious attention. And that is the single parenting, Magdalene, is a very key because as a single parent, the parents have to look for their daily bread and at that time they're not home to supervise, to check on the children. It becomes difficult for us. So we are telling our parents, cautioning them, please check on your children, check on your child, know the friends, the moving way.
They're never too old. They are never too old. Even above 18, they're never too old.
Yeah, the type of friends they making on campus, get to know. Go on your campus, ask for their activities. Because sometimes you don't know when they leave you, their action, their activity out there become different.
Okay.
So let our parents check on our children. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's stick to it. 1 minute. 1 minute per caller. Hello.
Yeah, my colleague did it to SAAH details, and I'm calling from Grand Valley.
Yes, Chief.
Yeah, Malady, I'm a school administrator. In fact, I read my office listening to your program. You know, we, the administrator of school, we get a problem.
Okay.
Because the identical child is coming from home, and probably the parents don't care, and the child is not trained. So the same behavior the child takes from home bring it to the school. And for us, we train our children at home, and train the child in the school is a serious problem. The child will not want to take the train. The child want to insult you. The child want to throw a voice at you and say a lot. After all, you are used to administrative measure or whatever on the child, the parent will come against you. So, I mean, it's serious. So, I think we need to involve the parent, let the parent listen, so that to be able to train and just start a train at home. And when the child comes on campus, the first thing the child will be able to speak to the teacher. You know, where the child can speak to the parent, only child will come on campus and speak to the parent, to the teacher.
Okay.
So those kind of children are the best, children for whom. So thank you for your program.
Okay. Train up your child in a way he or she will go when they are old, they will never depart from it. Yeah, some of you love your children so much that you can't even, you love them, you spoil them so much. Yeah.
Especially grandma love.
Well, let me see whether, yeah. You want to say something?
You mute us. We can't even.
No, you're on now. We hear you, Oma.
We wanted to say something.
Yeah, please do. You can say something for the next 20 seconds to 1 minute. Then we can take some more calls.
No, I wanted to add up to what Alex was saying about social media, because most of us are social media ladies, so we have most of the time pressure online. So I just wanted to add to what he was saying, but
please
it's
do.
okay. Should I, or we do have time?
Yeah, yes. Add up. You got 1 minute. Okay, let me just hold on. Hold on. Let me take this. My Rebecca, how you doing? Yes, good, man.
Thank you so much for listening to the program. I want to say thank you to the studio guest. And just as one of my brothers said, inform the parents too to listen to this program. Because sometimes some parents are so hard that your own child will decide to confide into someone out there than you. So we parents too, we are involved into it, making our children, to be of that good influence. Negative or positive, we parents too, our hands have to be there. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, know what? You wanted to say something? You add up?
Yeah, I wanted to add up because the area of pressure online is real, because I think the majority of everyone in the world is on social media right now. And how can I say? Social media has taken over a lot of things. People are there online for different reasons. So especially someone is echoing. I don't know, Alex, your echo is literally coming out my side. He's not even listening. Anyhow, so that side of the pressure of becoming who you are not. Because a lot of people, they follow people and they see the way they dress, their lifestyles. Um, that's that is the bad side of social media. You need to have a reason why you are on social media, because trust me, when you are a good person and you have
You
your values, your morals, your mindset is good, and you go on social media, hey, you're gonna be thinking like, oh, I'm just here to listen to Christian messages and my religious stuff. And then you see
Mhm.
someone wearing maybe revealing clothes. Okay, everybody have their own religion, but then
Mhm.
you see someone and you're like, okay, because the eyes, what you see, it captures in your mind, and before
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
it's literally installed in your mind. And I'm a Christian, so I would say the way you think in your heart, that's who you are. It starts with the visualization. You see it, it's nice. And before you know, you start to adapt to someone else's lifestyle. Even people now, people, not even like religious people, people that have like influence and they are very known, they don't allow their children to be, especially like TikTok. TikTok is so much ruining children these days. Like from the Netherlands where I live, I think George can testify to the European system a little bit. The the children are literally polluted by what they see online. Now they even teach children how to do some naughty stuff. Some children, they teach them how to rebel, to be narcissistic children in life, to be rebellious. Everybody, independence. What is independence? So
Yeah.
like for me
Jaho.
personally,
Yeah. Jaho.
I was influenced to be to like certain kind of lifestyle, or maybe relationship. Oh, I see this person the way they are. You don't know the life this person is living, but because you are seeing the little clues online, or maybe you are seeing this person lifestyle online, you tend to want to have that. Same thing with those in Africa. I want to say this, and I don't I do know it's gonna be not gonna look good on me, but most Africans in Europe, they portray lifestyles they are not living. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say it
Mhm.
boldly. You are a hardworking person. You don't have this. You don't have that, and then
Jaho on.
you're
Hold the
telling
line.
the people,
Jaho the line. Hold you.
you're telling the people back home like, "Eh, everything is well with you." Now we thank God if things goes good, but that is a pressure. That's pressure you're creating for your people back home. Then it's going, oh, I
Okay.
want to be like him. I want to do all to go there. I want to do all to go and make it like he did it or she did it. Trust me, those we that are living here, we know what is who is who. That's pressure right there. And I want to
Okay.
just call upon those people: be true to yourself. Like you hustling here, you're making money. Be true. Tell the people what it is. That's what creation. That is what is creating immigration problem right now. People are dying on the sea just to come here, just to
Hmm.
come. I do know Africa has, their problem, poverty, security problem, all that nonsense. But have a reason. Know why you're doing something. Social
Okay.
media is. Let me just land 1 minute because I know you're you're actually.
When you see my
So
you see my
seriously,
head moving now, I got someone
I
on the
want to.
line.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Let these people wait because I wanted to say this before you cut me. You didn't put me through. Wait, influencers. These words like influencers influence people the right way. We're talking about peer pressure. Peer is people. Pressure is real. It can come in different forms. If you're an influencer online, know what you're doing. Try to impact people in the positive way, because those people that are looking at you, they will decide. Some people commit suicide based on what they see. Oh, I don't have this, I need to fight to have it. Then those are people that get into gang bang, gang how can I say, people, or can enter into cultism and
Okay.
stuff like that, because they need to make it to be like you. So influencers, please be real, speak the right thing, and also influence
Yeah,
people the
man.
right way. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. I want to say a lot, but this girl is just cutting me off, eh? Magdalene, Magdalene.
Time, time,
And now
Let,
time,
you
time.
have to.
let me just misbehave.
No, no.
Later on,
You
I will
have to give
apologize. I will
George too
apologize to
angry.
everybody.
George angry. You have to let him speak too.
The,
George angry. Seriously, you cut us up like that.
I'm sorry. Just learn at the plainest, lending.
Okay,
I
no
can't
problem.
hijack
I'm
you.
just kidding.
Just
I'm just kidding. Thanks, though.
all right. So let me put my friend and brother through. Robert, Joseph, Robert Kennemai. Yeah,
What you?
Watio.
But
Okay, quickly. You got 1 minute.
yes, Madeleine, the topic is very, very important. And like small, small for that background, like for me, I can tell people I only have one parental care that I grew up with as my mother. But then there are a lot of children through this trauma is transgressional anger
Mm,
because their parents brought them up in a harsh manner,
mm.
in a very uh, good way of taking care of them. Sometimes beat on them or either keep them with hunger. And then when they born their children, they bring up that transgressional angers and transcend it to the children. And the child was not around when those things were going through it. And God has done it in the past for a purpose.
Okay.
But now you have the child, and you should also look at the contemporary day that we are living now. So if you have a child that you have to treat that child or treat that child the way you were treated, then you will likely lose that child to the same peer pressure because one of the kids or half friend will tell them, say, oh, but for me, my parents, they don't do this to me, they didn't do this to
Yeah.
me. We have liberty to do this, we have liberty to do this. But
Okay.
their children watching TV in the living room. If the parents don't start watching the TV, they get angry, they off the TV and beat on the children. So we the parents have to be very, very mindful.
Okay.
But sometimes all my children that are born, even up to the last one that I born, the fourth child I will have, all my children, I know how to put a laptop with laptop, I know how
Okay.
to put child or laptop with rubber draw, and I know how to put child paper. My wife will take care of the child sometimes in the day, but in the night, I change the child.
Okay.
And so to the extent that my children
It's difficult on your internet of thing. You're a good father, man.
oh yes, my children sometimes I will tell her I can put them on my lap. Sewing I can put her on my lap and then sewing. So
Okay.
sometimes say the same boy that spoke or children I say yes.
Okay.
Because why? I through those not having that fatherly care. So I decided with myself, since I was not having it, let me make my children to receive it so that
You're a smart
I
man.
will know that. But that transgressional anger sometimes the parents we have to forget about what the circumstances that you passes through and then begin to hold the children that they are given from God.
Okay. Thank you so kindly for your contribution this afternoon. What he actually saying, like for example, he lived with his mother, and then the father is not coming forth. You guys not coming forth. You're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Not everybody.
Yeah, some guys not coming forth. They abandon the children. Then when the man get ready now, she transfer aggression, right? You say your pa did, your pa that child or children will suffer everything because of the father. The father is not coming forth. When the mama leave it
That's
one
true.
time,
Leave it one
your pa
time.
this, your pa that, everything, and the and the children now or that child just live, So when you hear somebody break up, you break up. So don't leave the anger on the, because the children, when you look at it, they're looking just at the puppy there. Then when the woman see her hacking, quite and start leching it, and start leching the father. That's why that's why he's talking about. But I'm not saying that what his mother used to do to him. But these things are happening. African parents again. And even it's vice versa. Some women walk away from the home and leave the father to take care because of some other reasons. But I mean, we have to we have to increase the days, and I think we'll see necessary that we increase from 1 to 2, but we're still working around it. I got
I'm
I
also
got
very
diplomat.
open for that.
Yeah, but on a serious note, we are closing now. I'll give 30 seconds to each one of you to say your parting comments. And just to inform you who are listening right now, these are all young people. And I think I'm older than all of them.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
I'm the
Okay,
only
that's
person
true.
in the room, you know.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Nelly. Look at that, George. Don't you give me how your beer. I'm older than you, George. Yeah, I ain't care about your beer, you know. But on a serious note, they all have organizations. Some will come, will profile them, will read their profile. At this school now, you know, he always hear Noah Lane or Lane SAAH has an organization. Even this guy too. So they're
George.
working in Nell too is an executive director of DDI Destiny Discover International, and this woman is the deputy assistant or deputy, and
Co-founder.
she's our program manager. This woman is our program. When she send message in the chat room, and if you don't take it seriously, you are on in serious problem. So it's actually open up to everyone who if you are interested in transforming Liberia, because when the young people are transformed, definitely,
Definitely.
yeah.
And United Nations says nothing for the young people without the young people.
You say what?
Nothing for the young people without the young people. So
Yes.
if it is for us, we got to be part of
You
it.
yeah. So
You
that
can't
your party coming
you
there.
can't stay for us that will not part of it.
Yeah,
So
sure.
this message going to Ambassador Joseph Yuma Buaka. We need a youth focused person in your office. Jeremiah Kuhn, Vice President, Republic of Liberia, we need a youth focused person in your office. You please
Okay.
appoint people to represent the young people in your office. The young people, if you say you want us to do better for this country, you got to promote us. You be the Madeline. You see, Madeline, what she doing? She promoting people. She identifying people by their
Okay.
career and bringing them to showcase their
Magdalene
talent.
Jack.
So
Okay.
thank you very much for the opportunity, and we will be
Yeah.
here next week.
Okay. So we
Uh,
are closing now. We got 2 more minutes. Yeah, Noel, you got 20 seconds to go.
hey,
Yes.
timer. Oh, thanks, guys. I really had fun today. And Magdalene, you should make time next time, please.
Okay.
But anyhow, I really had fun, and I'm looking forward to the next section.
Okay.
And I really want us to dive more into this peer pressure subject, and it's there's more to say. There's more to say. So anyhow, we open for anytime. The
Okay.
panel is open for us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yes, uh George.
Yeah,
Finally,
so again, like I always say, Liberia as a country, 60%, almost 65% of our population are youth. What that means? That means we have to start creating the policies, the program, starting with the Ministry of Gender, starting with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, not forgetting the important aspect of familyhood, our parents. So, our parents, the churches, the schools, the government, everyone, everybody, all these stakeholders have important impact on our youth. So
yeah,
if we start creating policies and program, if we start
Okay.
educating them, if we start pushing the ideas of sustainable youth development, our country will progress in the right trajectory because the youth are more. So the youth need to be prioritized, but our parents need to do well. And
Thank you.
ourselves, we as youth, we should always be willing to stand and focus for the right thing. Because if we are not leading ourselves with the right friends and positive thinkers, then we are doomed to suffer. Thank you for affording us the time, and it is always great being here.
Okay. All right, little brother George. Thank you so kindly for coming on. What's the time there in Germany?
It's 6 minutes after 7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
So we are 2 hours ahead now.
Okay.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right, Noel. What's the time there in
Same,
Netherlands?
same.
7.
Yeah, it's 6 past 7.
Okay, so that means about to take dinner. I haven't even had a breakfast yet. You see, you're enjoying over there. All right, so
Please, look at you. I will even shock you. I didn't even. I'm not eating even the whole day. I'm not. I'm not eating. Yeah.
It's Saturday for you guys. I just ate
Okay, thanks so kindly for coming
better
on. I
box like
really
you. So
appreciate. Yeah. So on that note, we have to go. Thanks to all of our callers and those of you who got so much interest. Just go on Facebook, Youth Conversation. Follow us, send us message. We get added to our chat room. It is open to all. It's non-religion, right? Religious group. Yes. Yes. So it's open. Parents will call parents to form part of the discussion sometimes, and we have something big coming up, a national conference. We're going to have it. It's intended to transform minds. So at least if we do this program like 4 5 months, then we can come up and form something else to do. But it's intended to reach out to the young people, create the space, let them speak. We want encourage more young people to follow. So we see you on tomorrow. Thanks so much for following.